Greetings to all. Beta class 10 social science. We have started chapter 2 of civics, that is federalism. So now we are discussing decentralization in India, and in the previous class we have discussed about the provisions made after 1992. Now the next one is now we are going to discuss Panchayati Raj system. So, rural local government is popularly known by the name Panchayati Raj. Each village or a group of villages in some states has a Gram Panchayat. This is a council consisting of several ward members, often called Panch, and a president or Sarpanch. This you people also know that in villages we have Panch means 5 or 6 members elected representatives, and then we elect one Sarpanch or the president. Then they are directly elected by all the adult population living in that ward or village. It is the decision making body for the entire village. The panchayat works under the overall supervision of Gram Sabha. Now underline the next line. All the voters in the village are its members. What is this? Who are the members of Gram Sabha? All the voters means Gram Sabha. It is a sabha or group of all the voters in a village. So Gram Sabha, it supervises the work of the Gram Panchayat. It meets twice or thrice in a year and discuss the annual budget of the Gram Panchayat and to review the performance of the Gram Panchayat. What does it mean? That it supervises the functioning of Gram Panchayat, whether the all grants given by the government are being used for the developmental works or not, whether all the money is spent on the desired place or not, if the work that was needed was done in the village or not. So all this kind of supervision was done by Gram Sabha. So, in other words, we can say that Gram Sabha keeps a check on the working of Gram Panchayat. Next, the local government structure goes right up to the district level. A few Gram Panchayats are grouped together to form what is usually called a Panchayat Smiti or block or mandal. So, this is the second step, that a few villages, maybe 12 villages, maybe 14 villages, that group of villages together form the block smiti or panchayat smiti. We call it panchayat smiti, somewhere it is called block or mandal. The members of this representative body are elected by all the panchayat members in that area. So the members of block smiti are elected by all the members of different panchayats consisting that smiti. All the panchayat smitis or mandals in a district together constitute the Zilla Parishad. Now we are coming on the district level, that after this Smiti, Panchayat Smiti or Mandal or block, we have Zilla Parishad. Most members of the Zilla Parishad are elected. Members of the Lok Sabha and MLA of that district and some other officials of other district level bodies are also its members. Zilla Parishad chairperson is the political head of the Zilla Parishad. Now see, in cities or in Zilla we have uh, some members, like these members are elected, and the MLA and MP and some of the officials, district level officials of that particular district are the members of Zilla Parishad, and chairman, head of the Zilla Parishad is called chairman. I think political head, you understand it? Political head means this person is elected by the people. Chairperson is elected by the people through voting. Similarly, local government bodies exist for urban areas as well. Municipalities are set up in towns. Big cities are constituted into municipal corporations. This we are in small towns we have municipalities or municipal councils, and in big cities or metropolitan cities we have municipal corporations. It all depends on the size of the area. Both municipalities and municipal corporations are controlled by elected bodies consisting of people's representatives. In the previous class, also, we have discussed about uh, this that in the cities are or the towns are divided into wards, and each ward elects its one ward councillor. So, these are the uh, municipalities or municipal corporations. These are the councils of elected representatives. Municipal chairperson is the political head of the municipality. Please underline this. Municipal chairperson is the political head of the municipality. So the municipal corporation, the municipal council, the head of municipal council is called chairperson. In a municipal corporation, such an officer is called the mayor. So yesterday when we were discussing about decentralization, at the time also we have discussed about the chairperson of Sonipat. That recently we have experienced the uh, elections in Sonipat. So we were discussing about who is the chair and this mayor of Sonipat. Hanji, we have discussed yesterday Nikhil Madam this time. He was elected by the people through voting. So, uh, chairperson, head of municipal council, and mayor is the head of political head of municipal corporation. Both are elected by the people. Now, the next page. Now, move on to the next page. The new system of local government is the largest experiment in democracy conducted anywhere in the world. There are now about 36 lakh elected representatives in the panchayats and municipalities, etc., all over the country. If we talk about India, see 36 lakh representatives, elected representatives in India. And now see the next line. This number is bigger than the population of many countries in the world. Really, amazingly, we have representatives more than the population of even the population of some countries in the world. Now we can imagine the size in size of India in terms of population. Now, constitutional status for local government has helped to deepen democracy in our country. It has also increased women's representation and voice in our democracy. Yesterday, also, when we were discussing about local self government, we discussed that one third seats have been reserved for women in panchayat in local self bodies, means in panchayats and municipalities. At the same time, there are many difficulties. While elections are held regularly and enthusiastically, Gram Sabhas are not held regularly. Means though the elections are held, representatives are elected, but even then, the Gram Sabhas they do not hold their meetings regularly. Most state governments have not transferred significant powers to the local governments, and this also we have discussed yesterday that the state government shares some of its powers and sources of revenue with the local government bodies. So, but this is also a problem then that many state governments they do not share some of the powers or required power with the local government bodies. Now, nor have they given adequate resources. We are thus still a long way from realizing the ideal of self government. Though the provisions have been made, and we are striving hard to set up federalism in India, though we need to work more. This is all for today, and the rest of we will discuss in the class. Have a nice day.